welcome to In the Kitchen with Pen. Now today, as promised, I'm going to be showing a pickling video. This video will, however, go on over 2 days, but it'll be put on at once. Okay, and what are we doing today? Well, we are doing pickled onions. We picked these up in Morrison's a couple of weeks back, and they're 49 pence a bag. Now, I'm not going to insult anybody's intelligence by showing you how to peel an onion. All you need to do is you top and tail your onions and you peel them, and they should look like that. What we did, we've got a big jar that they're going in. So we peeled them and put them into the jar. That way we knew exactly how many we had to peel. Top tip. Okay, so they stink. Now I have a whole shed load of pickling onions, and if you come down I'll show you the next step. And the next step is so easy. I've taken out all but one layer of the onions, and here I've got some salt, just common or garden table salt. You do not, and I'm going to repeat this, need any special salt, just table salt. Okay, and then we're going to go in with another layer, and we're going to sprinkle a little bit more. All this does is draws out any liquid from the onions, and that's why, yes, we did measure into the jar, but we did a few over 2, because they will actually, I know this sounds strange, but they will get smaller because of the water drawing out of them. Right, so that's it, they're done. You can toss them if you want, just to make sure that they're all covered, but by doing it in layers you know that they're all covered. And now wipe off your hands, get a plate or a bowl, and no, that won't work. Sit it on top, and then you're going to, sorry about this, right, sit it on top and push down, and then get a couple of tins, cans, anything you've got out of your cupboard. So there you go, we've got a couple of tins of beans, and put those on top to weight it down. Put this, set this aside somewhere cool for 24 hours, and that is the first step of our pickling done. Well, it's been 24 hours and all I can smell is onions, but that's to be expected. Right, there's the onions. Now, you saw them yesterday. I told you that they would lose some water because of the salt, and therefore they would actually become smaller, and oh gosh, they have. Okay, so what I need to do now, you can see there's water in the bottom there, I hope. What I need to do now is I need to give these a jolly good rinse and then dry them. So I'm going to do that off camera because, you know, rinsing an onion, really exciting, really hard to do. And then I'm going to lay them out and dry them before we actually start jarring. The onions have been rinsed, they are now drying, and I want to talk to you about sterilising your jars. You must sterilise jars before you use them, and you can sterilise them in an oven for about 10 minutes, about 110, or you can sterilise them in your microwave. Either way, you must wash your jars out, leave them damp and put them straight onto the racks of the oven, or put them straight into the microwave for 60 seconds, just 1 minute. That's it. Now, metal lids obviously can't go in a microwave, but I've got my metal lid boiling away on the hob, and a 10-minute boil will suffice, and that will be sterilised. So I've washed my jar, I've rinsed it, I'm just going to pop it into the microwave. Jar hot from the microwave. So now we need to pack our onions, and I'll bring you down. Our onions are dry, our jar has been microwaved, and our lid has been sterilised. So all we do is we just pop the onions in. I'm going to add in now some pickling spice. Now, if you haven't got pickling spice, you can buy pickling vinegar, which has been boiled up with all these spices in it already. I'm just adding just a little bit more because we are using some Driver's spiced malt vinegar, and this means I haven't got to heat it up, boil it up. It's all ready to go. All I have to do is just to pour it on top of these onions. Now, yesterday, believe it or not, these onions barely, and I mean barely, fitted in here. And look, I've got room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my pickling vinegar. Want everything covered. And get the lid, which is going to be hot. Pop the lid on, and the heat of the jar and the lid will create the vacuum to seal these. And all I have to do, let's move that so I don't knock it over, is to put these away until Christmas. They're going to need at least 6 weeks to be really good. But to be honest, they don't look bad right now, do they? Well, let's be honest. How hard was that? The hardest thing, to be quite honest with you, was finding the pickling onions. The rest of it, piece of cake. As I say, you could just use ordinary malt vinegar, add the pickling spice to it, and boil it up for about 10 minutes. I mean, you'll need an extractor fan on because boy will it stink. But if you can't get hold of pickled or spiced malt vinegar, then that's what you're going to have to do. So there we go. Homemade pickled onions ready for Christmas. If you've liked this video, please don't forget, I'm going to drop this, to give us a thumbs up. Any comments, you know the score, write them down below. Happy to answer, and I'll see you again very soon. Oh, actually, let's say, still got onions that we made last year, and they are amazing. Extremely hot, but amazing. So they will last. Cool, dark place, almost indefinitely. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon in the kitchen with Pen. Bye bye. Thank you for watching this edition of In the Kitchen with Pen, and quite a lot of the time Steve. If you've liked what we do and want to see more, then click here.
And if you'd like to subscribe, please click here.
Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.
Keep cooking.